automatically put me on something else. Yeah. We're back at it, Christian.
Yo, Alex, yeah. So, mate, we've just watched another Amorim performance, underwhelming.
Shocking.
Just hit me, mate. What are you thinking?
Yeah, this manager is the worst manager we've ever had in our history. People are completely oblivious to this because they're desperate for another Fergie. He's not another Fergie. He's not another Moyes. He's worse than the lot. He can't set a Prem team up. How can they watch that second half and not see the problems with this system? The midfield. Like Christian, let's just talk about the goal. The goal for Fulham. The goal itself, right? It comes from one Luke Shaw plays a 5-yard pass out of play, right? Fine, whatever, that can happen. Ball comes in, transition for Fulham. Diogo Dalot is out of position, not even in shot. Anyway, Dalot heads it away, I think. It comes to Dalot, who's coming back into shot. He then loses it with a pathetic turn. Then Fulham get it out wide, put a ball in. Bruno Fernandes doesn't track because he's not a midfielder, and they score and we draw the game 1-1. This is after getting a pretty pathetic own goal that put you in the lead anyway. This manager, mate, is he's the worst. He's the worst. He can't set midfields up. He's going to die on his sword. And the concerning thing is I don't know how long it's going to take.
Yeah, I was just going to say this, Alex. I think, I agree with you, by the way, all your points. I think he's a dead man walking, but I think he's going to be a dead man walking for quite a long time because I think the fans will back this shit, and I don't understand why, because what you're watching, are you enjoying what you're watching? Do you think this is the best system for these players, or do you not? Because if you don't, why are you backing it? Well, it's not about just aimlessly support the team. Yeah. If it's not making sense, call it.
I can't believe they're watching that second half and watching Ugarte, in fairness to him, I don't rate him, trying to do the work of 3 guys when Bruno Fernandes is just fucked off and they're not seeing the fundamental flaws in this Ruben Amorim system. It's ridiculous, mate.
And it was obviously never going to work. These were the points you were bringing to this. Before the season started, you said you're going with the midfield too. If you've got Bruno, Casemiro, whoever you're going to go with that 2-man midfield, it is not going to work. It's an absolute non-starter. You know what I mean?
It is, mate. Honestly, right? It's not gonna work. It won't work. It won't work ever. This you're putting a slow, risk-taking number 10 in centre mid, and you are hoping to survive games on what moments? We're not scoring any goals. It's not like winning games 5-4. We're shit. We can't score.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it.
I mean, elation, we've got that absolute shite sacking now, power within the podcast. Yeah, I hear you, mate. Absolutely hear you. I mean, look, obviously, I think you was on last week if you were, shout out. And obviously we're back here again, 7 days on from the Arsenal amazing performance. That today, nobody can say that we're good. I'm not having that, Christian.
Here's the thing, Ali. So when we were speaking about the Arsenal one, the reason he got a pass is because people could lean on, it's Arsenal. The thing is, you're going into this next season, and these teams like Fulham, they had dross, by the way. That is not a good side. And then him slipping up to them teams, you're then becoming a problem. You know what I'm saying? This shit was meant to be left behind. It's clearly not.
Yeah, another guy from last week. It's funny, innit? I think we're going to be here every week, lads. Power within the podcast. Mr. Halation, who was there all the way through. Shout out you. And Bim Sara as well. Couldn't wait for this, guys. Another Amorim masterclass. Bim Sara, how are people not watching this ridiculous midfield setup and understanding why we are all annoyed at this? At what point do they open their eyes or turn the telly on? I don't get it. I think, is their TV working? I can't work this out.
It's blind, mate. It's blind faith, though. That's all it is. And you'll get these. It's like they think it's a flex to just go, I support it no matter what. Well, why? Answer me why you do that then, because that doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean?
Mate, this fan base should support anything. Honestly, Ruben Amorim could shoot Fergie in the head, and they'd probably say that shows leadership. It's just mad. What point have you put a score? What's opening in front of your eyes? You've just watched Mr. Bruno Fernandes in centre mid. 1, not play the position. 2, miss a pen. 3, not trap for the goal. And they're going to come out after the game and go, we're seeing promising signs with this system. The system is fundamentally shit. The manager is fundamentally shit. The captain is fundamentally shit. This team, we won't win game. I'll tell you again, we are back to potentially will beat the promoted teams again, and that's with a brand new front three. I think Halation said it in the stream. A brand new front three, still rubbish. When are they going to wake up? Messi, Neymar, and Suarez. They won't fix this. How was Euro's goal allowed? Oh yeah, mate. Christian, I did say this in the watch along. I did say that. I did say 2 hands in the back for me. I think he's got away with that Euro, but
I do think he has, but it's one of them. You see him given, and then the reffing in this country is terrible. It's so inconsistent. You'll see one given, 10 minutes later, the same thing will happen again, and it won't be given. Do you know what I mean? So it's just it's one of them. You got away with it a little bit, but Christian, that's the least, mate. That's the least of the things to be talking about.
That. So we created nothing post the Cunha 1-on-1, which was about the 20th minute.
Yeah.
We created nothing. We drew the game 1-1. We scored off an own goal. I want to talk through the subs, right? Bear in mind, we've got a fantastic, technically gifted midfielder on our books in Mainoo. These are the subs in a Ruben Amorim team that we drew 1-1 away at a poor Fulham side. These are the substitutions. You've got Diogo Dalot came on. Manuel Ugarte came on. Aiden Heaven came on. Harry Maguire came on. They are 4 of his 5 subs in a game that we scored 1 goal in. That was an own goal, by the way. It's egregious, man. It's actually, if you're sticking up for this guy, you're not a United fan. I'm sorry, I'm calling it. I'm calling you out on it. If you're sticking up for this guy and you think there's promising signs or this 3-4-3 shit's going to work, you're not a United fan.
Yeah. No, I agree. And the thing is, these guys that do back it, you've got to recognise, even if you are just blind faith following this shit, you've got to admit, so if he's going to hook Ahmad in the 50th minute, then why not just go with Dalot? Why not just start Dalot and at least you have an option off the bench? Doing that, then fucks you, Alex, because look at your subs after that. You had Maguire on. Maguire's up top again.
Yeah. You're right, Christian, again. I mean, look, how many games? I know everyone loves their numbers, their XG wankers. How many games have we ended a game with Ruben Amorim with Harry Maguire being the goal threat and the get out of jail Ruben Amorim card? Defensive shambles. I think this is something that'd be good to talk about. Chris's comment there, Christian.
Mate, the space they had. The amount of times I saw Iwobi in acres, Smith Rowe acres. They had the freedom, not of your half, of your box. It was awful.
We play 6 to 7 to 8 defensive players at all times in a game, and we're defensively shit.
I know, yeah.
Facts.
The one area it should actually benefit, and you're below average in that position.
It's like we play all these defenders, back 5s, back fucking 3s, 2 holding midfielders, and we're crap defensively. We're crap off set pieces. How we didn't concede off one of them. I mean, they gave it a good go.
Yeah.
Fulham have spent 500 grand on transfers and they draw with us, yeah. I mean, I don't know their business. Obviously, I didn't recognise any of their players in the team. It's a good point, Halation.
And to be quite honest, mate, the trajectory of the game, I'd probably say, look, if there was going to be a winner, it probably Fulham deserved it. They were pushing. United was sleepwalking to that. Yeah, Alex, when that game was going on, obviously you got the bit of a fortunate goal. OG, you were sleepwalking to them equalising. It was just going to happen. You've got Bindeer in there. You're relying on hoping he doesn't flap at a set piece and give him one. Yeah. Which, to be fair, you got away with that today. However, the general play is that shit. You were still shipping them chances. So
yeah, you're right, Christian. I mean, the defensive side of this game, the midfield. Look, this is not a hot take. I'm sorry if you are watching this and watching Mason Mount and Bruno Fernandes in a midfield 2, and are sat there either supporting it or in disbelief it's not working. You are an idiot, mate. You don't understand football. If you are watching this, scratching your head why this 3-4-3 shit ain't working with Mason Mount and Bruno in a midfield 2, football ain't for you. Go and watch something else. Go and watch something else. 100%. US Open starting soon. Go and watch tennis.
Talk to me, bro. Mainoo. I just want your opinions on what is going on here, because what I don't get with Amorim, it's like, right, he's dying on his sword with this system. Why are you not utilising a Mainoo who could actually help you in this system? It's nonsensical.
I think it's a disgrace. I think it's actually one of the worst things, and I've been on it over the last 10 years being a United fan post-Fergie.
Yeah.
I have been angry with certain decisions. I was not happy with the way Mourinho treated Martial. Maybe he was right on that in the end. And there's been elements where I've been annoyed. This treatment of Mainoo, where we're subjected to players who can't pass 5 yards, the defensive changes, Bruno Fernandes square peg in round hole in centre mid. It's a disgrace that people are supporting this. And you know what's really ironic, Christian, about this? Mainoo is from this fabled academy that top Reds love. Oh, yeah, Garnacho's going to be the next Ronaldo and all this other shit. And it's funny, isn't it, that they're actually even turning over an academy grad in Cobby, who's actually good, by the way, to support this random Portuguese coach who won a couple of Portuguese titles. Open your eyes and realise. I tell you what, message for the... I appreciate we've got some viewers on here. I don't think they disagree with me. If you do, please comment in the chat. But a message for anyone that might watch this retrospectively, or any idiots who watch the Stretford Paddock or United Stand who are sticking up for this crap. Who won the last 5 Portuguese leagues except Ruben Amorim? What managers? Can anybody answer me that without Google? Yeah. I bet you nobody can. And that's my point here, where it's a case of he happened to have a good Sporting Lisbon team in a shit league that won the league. Why are we sticking by him like he's the next coming of Christ? This isn't Pep Guardiola. Hell, this isn't even Mourinho. This isn't Ancelotti. This is a guy who's done nothing CV-wise. He's won a couple of cheap leagues in a really poor standard in Sporting Lisbon. And we're dying by him. Us fans are having to be put to this. What's his excuse? A cultural reset. Christian, he's got 28 points in 29 games. If Ruben Amorim was in charge for a 38-game season, we would be 9 games from relegation right now. That's facts. Yeah. Nobody can. Don't be coming at me saying last year doesn't count. It does count. And well, does this year count? We played 2 games and we scored 1 goal. It's an own goal by Fulham, by the way.
Yeah. No, I agree,
I'm
mate.
Fuming, mate.
And I think as well, Alex. So with Ruben Amorim, tactically he looks lost. Mid-game changes to say it's not his strong suit. Jesus Christ, do you know what I mean? None of it makes sense. And also in game, he struggles so much. He has no flexibility at all. It either works or it doesn't. You either win the game or I can't do anything to change it mid-game to make sure we actually get a result over the line.
You said perfectly, Christian, with the Dalot thing. If you're that shit scared of playing Ahmad at right wing back, start with Dalot and then at least you have Ahmad to change.
You've got the option.
What you're doing is, you're starting with Ahmad because of the pressure from the fan base that are not happy with this system. You're doing it almost by under duress. He then, after 50 minutes, oh my God, give me Dalot back. I need my 5. And then I want Ugarte on, and then I want Aiden Heaven on, and then I want Harry Maguire on. Has this guy just got a defender fetish? Like, what's his problem?
And then, Alex, the thing is, anyone backing it, you are watching a guy that is playing Ahmad out of position, who was one of your best players last year. And to be honest, he's not only going to be playing him out of position, he's probably going to be benching him now. Because I reckon Dalot will start the next game. Yeah. I just don't know how anyone can watch this. I don't know how anyone can watch that and be happy with it. Or go, no, I understand why Mainoo can't sniff a minute. I understand why Ahmad is out of position and then probably benched on top of that as well.
Yeah.
Bro, madness.
Yeah, I'm just going to share a little 4-2-3-1 here that I did post on my TikTok earlier today.
Yeah, go for it.
The usual bollocks. I'm just going to put it on the stream. It is over my brother's head at the minute. I'm going to put it in between me and Christian here. We've got a little 4-2-3-1 done by little old YouTuber me. No coaching badges, no 3-4-3, no inverted 10s, no wing backs, no bounce passes into centre backs. We've got 4-2-3-1. We've got 11 players in their position. Why is a YouTube person like me, why can I do this in 5 minutes and we've got this posh speaking olive skin cock that's doing 3-4-3 and he's making us die by it. Look at that team on there, Christian, that I put on the stream. 4-2-3-1, 11 players in position.
No one can look at that and say that is not a better option. No one can look at that and say this is not a more sustainable option for the club going forward.
I know.
But you will aimlessly back a load of shit just because you've got, Alex, another thing, people say guys like you have an agenda. I hear this all the time. Anyone that speaks out on problems at a club, you've got an agenda. Well, actually, I'm just calling out the problems. Do you know who has got an agenda, Alex? The ones that will aimlessly stick up for a fucking manager that's failing and has basic fundamental flaws.
Yeah, you're right. Christian, look, I mean, I have got an agenda. My agenda is getting in a coach that can set a football team up in the Prem. Yeah. The first 5 minutes were great and lucky not to score. It's like that. Yeah, it's like that fast tempo passing was good. And where did it go? Is it just?
I agree.
Was it just a case of Fulham were a bit nervous and hadn't got to grips with it? Because as soon as the game settled into the rhythm, they were walking through us. The midfield is shit. I'm sorry, it don't matter. I don't care how well you start. That midfield ain't going to work in a month of Sundays. It's crap.
Got a comment from Si as well, and I couldn't agree more. It's just pretty much touching on what I was saying. Strange choice for a manager. What is he good at? Because formations are terrible, subs are odd, players are in the wrong positions, and no players seem to be improved by him. That is everything I was saying. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, it really doesn't make sense. Mate, honestly, there's no positives. And that's a good point, by the way. What players has he improved? Or have players actually got worse? I'll tell you why the players are worse. Because they're fucking lost. They're all out of position and they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah. Look, Christian, you know, we obviously spoke about this. I appreciate some people watching now might not have seen the pod. We did an episode last week. I've swapped, if you see on my stream right now in the middle, I've got a 4-2-3-1 there. I've swapped Luke Shaw out for Mainoo from basically the game, you know, from the starting 11 at Arsenal. One player change. I've got you 11 players in their position right now on screen. Are you going to tell me that dross that you're looking at every single Sunday is better, where you've got 11 players, maybe 8 of them are out of position, maybe 7? I've changed Luke Shaw out, a centre-back, a left-back at centre-back, and he's one of them, out for a very good, technically gifted centre midfielder in Mainoo, and I've got you 11 players in centre mid, and I sit on YouTube and a podcast with my brother, and we've got coaching badge, olive skin, fucking Ruben Amorim, who can't work this out. It's egregious, man. It's absolutely egregious that we are subjected to this. And I've got channels on there, on YouTube, I was watching pre-game, defending it. He wants people who can cover ground in centre mid. I just watched Bruno Fernandes stand around in centre mid for 90, stand on the left wing, and you know what? I've got a bit of sympathy for Mamo Ugarte because I think he's crap. But when he came on, Bruno Fernandes was a disgrace in that two-man midfield. How he played 95 minutes, and Mainoo's going to watch that. I tell you what, if Mainoo hands in a transfer request tomorrow, I do not blame the kid. I'll be devastated, but I do not blame him at all. He sat there watching this dross and this manager make defensive change after defensive change. Cy Crompton said it perfectly. Formation terrible, subs are odd, players out of position, nobody's improved.
Yeah.
This is a Bolton fan, by the way. He don't care. He don't care, but I mean, I'm sure Cy's happy that was shite because he fucking hates United. I don't blame him. But
yeah, man, definitely. Halation as well. I feel like a broken record, but fully agree with all the points. Just want this to end. But we all know it'll be months before he goes. Yeah,
do we think
mate, honestly.
Do we think?
Well, it will be. It will be halation because there's so many people out there backing it and not calling it like you, like Alex. You know what I'm saying? And this is what you get in this modern day era, bro. So.
Just got there, Chris' comments. Do you think he'll be a manager at Christmas? You know the worst thing about this, Chris. I do think he'll be the manager at Christmas because he's a better illusionist than David Blaine. This manager, he has conned the ownership, the majority of the fan base into thinking that a cultural reset means I can pick any system and any team I want that doesn't fit. He has completely conned the lot of you. And if you are conned by, I was conned for a bit. I was defending him. He needs his own players. And then that Europa League final, I was like, hang on a minute. Mason Mount up top. Mason Mount in that left 10. Bruno Casemiro centre mid. I was like, right, let's give him a window to sort it out. Gets his brand new front three. Guess what? Still shit. Yeah, it's still shit because it is shit. It doesn't matter who the front three is. Like I said to you, Christian, Lamine Yamal could come in and would be crap. This is a fundamentally flawed team, man.
Yeah, it's mad because I think he is obviously dying on his sword, but I can't see it being a quick process, and I think that's the fear for amongst United fans or amongst the United fans that are calling this. So it's going to be long, bro. It's going to be long.
Maybe stick him in a glass box for 2 months like Blade. I know. Fuck me, what a shout! Comment of the day there, brilliant. I'll be the one chucking eggs at it. Do you remember that was happening, wasn't it, Si? That'll be me. Yeah. I tell you, we'd improve. If he just resigned tonight, go back to Sporting and do your little 3-4-3 shit.
That's it. You've got to be more flexible. This is a tough league, man, and these clubs, they can all take points.
You know what? I don't even mind that he came in and I'd give it a go because it was shit under Ten Hag. Like I know the squad was crap, and partly why I stuck up for him. But at what point do you go? Let's give something else a try. Like. How many weeks? He's managed 29 league games and won 7 of them. At
what point, Alex, just a touch on this as well, because you brought it up midstream, and you were saying about some of his comments, especially post-match. Obviously, we've not heard anything that he's done now. I'm guessing he's probably about to go out. They'll wheel him out. But he has come out and said, you know, they have to improve the players. Why is there no accountability on him?
Yeah,
Why is it not on him?
I'm sick
Why
of
have
it.
you not got to do better?
Sick of it. We have to. It's like narcissistic interviews of his.
Yeah.
We
They
have to.
they have to get better to understand how to play my way. No, your way's just shit.
It is. You're so right.
And that's the
mate.
problem.
It's look, we've got a midweek game against Grimsby. I can't wait for that because he's going to go full team and he's going to struggle again. It's not even the thing is. I was actually thinking, Christine, out of them 7 wins, I know we did the Ipswich, Leicester, and Southampton, the 3 of them. How many of them were convincing? How many of them did he win by more than 1 goal? Did we have a 2-0 win in there? Did we have a 3-0 win? I think we beat Everton 4-0 under Dyche, which was one of his first games. Fun fact, he never played that front 3 again after that game.
No,
Never played it again. Abolished Rashford and as obviously sacked Xerxes off for Hoyland. Yeah, if he had half the technical ability as he does on his media, that's it. Posh speak.
Yeah, very true. I agree with that.
Can't stay on for ages. I've got some very cold barbecue food waiting for me. And my brother-in-law ringing me. I've got one question to end the stream, Christian. And I appreciate this isn't to my viewers, by the way. This is to anybody that might watch this retrospectively and not like what I'm saying, because I think everybody watching this chat now do agree with me. If Gareth Southgate came into Manchester United last November, played a back 5, benched Kobbie Mainoo, played Dalot over Ahmad, won 7 out of 29 league games, would you be accepting of this? Would you be saying there's promising signs? No, you wouldn't. Why is it different? If anything, Gareth Southgate's got a better CV than Ruben Amorim. And yeah, people are going to freak out about that. He has. He's got England to 2 finals. England in their history got to 1 before Southgate. This guy's won a couple of 50p trophies in a shit league. And he's got, apparently, the backing of the whole of Manchester. It's ridiculous. If you would not treat Southgate the same, I'm using Southgate as an example here because I know people hate him for whatever reason. I think a little bit harsh, to be fair. But people don't like Gareth. If Gareth was the Man United manager right now, how would they be treating him, Christian?
Alex, you're spot on. If Southgate was making these mad substitutions mid-game, bringing on defenders for an attacking player when you needed a fucking goal, it does not make sense. And if it was Gareth Southgate, Alex, and also the Kobbie Mainoo shit, he would be getting crucified. He would be getting handed out to the wolves. But because it's Amorim, people have this stupid agenda, and they're like, "Don't worry, it'll come good. I've seen it." Where have you seen it? You've seen it for Sporting, so you haven't seen anything.
And let's be
like
fair,
you said, cheap trophies.
Let's be fair, Christian. How many of these Sporting Lisbon games did they tune into? They've gone on Wikipedia
exactly.
and gone.
The City one. The City one.
The City one.
That was it.
But City should have been fucking 3-0 up in the first 20 of that.
Yeah, don't be complimented by that. We get drilled by everyone.
It's
We're
facts, man.
Shit.
This manager, we are in the lose games for the greater good now with this manager, unless he changes it. Because do I think he is good with the media? Do I think he's got charisma? Yes. Do I think he can set a team up in a Premier League? No, I don't. No. And the facts are there. Little old me did this morning on stream. 4-2-3-1. I made one change from the Arsenal 11. Okay, Cesc going for Mount, but I figured that's an obvious, or at least I thought it was.
Alex, all these signings, and you've shifted on some of this dead wood. Well, you've not shifted them on, but you've got them out the team, and you've got these new signings in. You've got Mbuemo, you've got Cunha. Other than individual moments from Cunha, this is no better than last year.
Yeah, exactly, Christine. I mean, look, Mbuemo and Cunha, well, not Mbuemo, he was awful today, but Cunha has raised the bar talent-wise. He's a million times better than Garnacho and Hoyland put together. However,
but that's that's nothing to do with Amorim's coaching. That is literally that he is a better player. That's simply put.
He's a better
So you're going to see better.
He's a better footballer than Rasmus Hoyland, which we know anyway. Anybody with eyes can work that out. Anybody that watched Wolves once last season can work that out. Cunha, look, I really hope that we get a manager in that can just play. Get me in, because I did that this morning when I was looking after the 2 kids, watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I did that. That little team you're looking at there. I've no coaching badges. I'm just a knobhead in a shit chair. All these fucking things I get slagged off with me on TikTok. What do you know? Why don't you be a coach? I tell you what, is that a bad idea? Because I tell you what, you'd be watching this.
That's it.
You'd be watching this next week against Burnley.
And I like that by halation as well. Yes, City had better chances. And in the first 20 minutes, no, mate, you're bob on. Because it was. We were a nightmare that season anyway. because of the way we're setting up, and we still are, by the way. Them issues are still there. That's a separate issue that I will be drilling on about probably next week. But yeah, the thing is, with the flaws that he is setting his team up with, you are going into the Premier League. These teams, like Fulham, you said it, bro. Before the season started, you said we're going to get walked through. Game day 2, Fulham away, walk through. Look at the space they had. Iwobi, free run of the pitch, 20-yard runs.
Yeah.
Just fucking stupid.
Yeah, mate. I mean, that at the end when Sander Berge was stood on the edge of the box and nobody was running towards him.
It's madness.
Phil Keogh's here. Sack him. Funny story. Funny story. A very good friend of mine. He's just joined the chat now, Mr. Phil Keogh. I met him at the Fiorentina game. I watched this dross in front of me with my son. I met him after the game and I apologised to him because I argued with Phil last year about this guy. So, look,
yeah, that's it.
There's no shame attached to this. I'll hold my hands up. I was wrong with Ruben Amorim. He's a terrible manager. And part of it is apologising. I said to Phil, he was right, I was wrong. And yeah, look, we need to move on. Ineos need to hold their hands up as well. They need to take the same approach. And if you're sat there watching that Stretford paddock, 5,000 viewers they had before Christian.
Alex, you've got to be honest with yourself. At the end of the day, you're watching this guy, and his decision making does not make sense. The way he sets up his team does not make sense. Playing players out of position does not make sense. Bringing Ahmad off in the 50th minute, and you're putting on, you need a goal, and you're putting on Dalot, who we know is shit going forward.
Christian,
doesn't make sense.
Think about this. We needed a goal. He subs Amad Diallo for Diogo Dalot. Diogo Dalot cost us a goal.
He did, yeah, he did. Oh, you couldn't write it, could you? You fucking couldn't write it.
Said Day Dot, he has to realise he can't play 3-4-3 every game. I mean, look, I would take anything at the moment where if he just changed it for one game, he needs to fuck this system off for good. It's crap.
Yeah.
It's crap.
Yeah.
You reject
He won't though, Alex, he won't. He doesn't have another way to go forward. This is it. So
you reject 100 million and put Bruno Fernandes in that midfield and watch us get diced up like barbecue chicken. Take the 100 mil and buy Carlos Baliba then if you're that set on this system.
Exactly, yeah.
No, we'll keep Bruno and play him out of position. Mate, that one at the end. Fucking hell. It's just... I'm fed up. I'm fed up with this. I thought it couldn't get worse after Ten Hag with his midfield setup. But like I said, Christian, Phil's in the chat.
He doesn't know how to play anything else. He's so right. So right.
Phil's in the chat, Christian. Do you remember the Mount sign in summer? And I said to Phil Keogh, when Mount, Bruno and Casemiro as a 3 is suicide. Guess what we're doing now? We're doing Bruno and Mount as a 2.
Oh,
2 years on.
You got a comment here, by the way. Amorim out is diabolical.
Sorry. Well, let me just correct that comment for you. Just take one word out of that sentence and I'll accept it. Remove the word out and it reads a little bit better, Mr. Vidi. I assume you're not Nemanja Vidic, but look, mate, give me just before I tear you apart. Tell me why. Tell me why Amorim out is a diabolical take. Please go on, elaborate. Do you want me to take you with a few starters to go at? Bruno Fernandes out of position centre mid, missed the pen, cost us all half. Amad Diallo getting hooked at 1-1 when we need a goal. Another issue for a right back who cost us a goal. It's really not. He's never changing formation. All the mess. Phil, this is it. If I have to watch Pep Guardiola and Sir Alex Ferguson change system in their careers, and this manager is that arrogant he doesn't think he has to, it's egregious, man. Arne Slot and Arne Sanchez, they are the investments from the past. Okay, sorry Sam, I'm not sure what you mean by that, but yeah, all investments and all crap. Oh, honest to God, what is going to happen with this fucking manager? It's never going to end.
No, it's going to go on. It is going to go on. Oh, he's out. They've wheeled him out here, so I'll be interested to see what he's going to say.
I've turned it off. I'm not watching anymore. I'm not watching any more of his PR train, interview shit. Go and be a public speaker if that's what you're good at. Maybe that's the future for Ruben Amorim. Go and be a lecturer at uni, because you're good at it. I'll give you that. I'll tell you what you're not good at, setting up a fucking Premier League team. Again, I've got to go. I'm fucking sorry. I could rant all night about this idiot, but I can't.
Yeah, that's it, mate. There's a very big Domino's pizza with my name on it.
100%. You deserve it. Thank you all for tuning in. Massively appreciate that.
Cheers, guys.
Don't forget, this time next weekend, same time, same place, we are doing another Amorim out. We'll be doing it Wednesday when Grimsby put us to the sword because this
Weekly
midfield
show.
is shit. Every time this manager plays 3-4-3, I'll be on here doing an Amorim out. Please tune back in, tell me. And if Mr. Vidi, well, God help you, mate. I really just hope either you've got a decent opticians near your house or a better TV. Tell me they need to play a back three when they can't move the ball in wide areas. Yeah, the crap, Sam. The crap. Basically, that's a good way to wrap it up. Halation, thank you again, my friend. It's been good to see you.
Bimsar as well. Shout out, bro. Keep up the good work.
Everyone else in the chat,
Shankar.
appreciate it. And obviously, as very good friends in there, Mr. Cycrompton, Phil Keogh, any other mates in there as well. Shout out you all. Amorim out. Let's get it. It's going to happen soon. Stick with it. We will get this team. Will be playing one day this season. I promise you. Obviously, won't be me because I've no coaching batches and I'm just a knobhead with a podcast apparently. But
In a shit
thank
chair.
you all. Appreciate it. And we'll catch you on the next one. See you later.
Cheers, bro.